Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and I'm here today with 3 small announcements. This will hopefully be a fairly short video as far as things go, but sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. But first, before we dive into that, thank you to AllPlay for being a channel sponsor. Make sure to go ahead and check out the upcoming campaign for Mountain Goat's Legacy, and honestly, I just played another game that will be in that campaign, or at least I think will be in that campaign, and I like it more than Mountain Goat's Legacy, that's complicated. We'll talk about that. We'll have reviews for those 2 games at some point, but the upcoming game, the other game, which I don't know if is announced yet, I am more excited for. But in any case, let's go ahead and dive into the 3 announcements today. We'll be talking about 3 things in this order, timestamps to everything down below. We'll be talking about the Level Up Retreat, just a little bit of announcement around that, or just update, I guess, not really an announcement. I'll be talking about upcoming bracket voting going on for, it's an upcoming live video I'll be doing on the channel that I'd love for you to participate in, and to that end, I want to give you a heads up that it's coming. And then lastly, the giveaway details. Like, I'm running a channel support drive and giveaway, and I'm going to give away the final details on that. This is not the winner's announcement. No one won anything yet. I'm just letting you know I'm letting you know the details on it. Let's go through those one at a time, starting with Level Up. This is the shortest one. Level Up Retreat is the convention that I run every single year in Woodbridge, New Jersey. It's basically a bunch of playing games. That's what it is. It's an open library, a bunch of people that are pretty fun. Most of them are fun. There's 1 or 2 people I don't like, but I won't tell them that just to keep things fair. I'm joking. It's a bunch of game playing over the course of a few days. It's going to be run from March 20th to 22nd in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Please come, welcome, enjoy yourself. If you've been there before, would love to see you again. If you haven't tried it out yet, this is a good year to do so. I mean, any year is a good I would say that any year, but it's a good year. It's as good a year as any. But tickets are on sale. You can go ahead and check them out. I'll include a link to it down below. But Level Up Retreat, Woodbridge, New Jersey, bunch of people playing games. And again, reminder, we do expect to sell out this year. Last year we had around 500 attendees. Based on feedback, we have restricted the count to 400 with like some wiggle room, and we do expect to sell out, but not yet. You don't have to panic. It will probably sell out in the last 2 months before the convention, or I guess we're almost there. In the last month and a half for the convention, usually I find a good third of our ticket sales come in that last month, so there are still plenty of tickets left now, but it probably will sell out as we hit the end of the year. Oh, and I don't know if I said this, but we're restricting the attendance because based on feedback, the current space we're in was a little tight last year, so we're being mindful before we move to a new space. We are doing 1 more year here and then seeing how things go. That is the first announcement. The second announcement, I was putting together a list of my 2-player games. The reason for this, and I talked about this recently in a week in review, but basically there is an upcoming, there's a live board game, the public, I can't remember the name of it, but basically Best with 2. There's a Best with 2 voting going on. I'll include a link to that down below. That's over on BGG. And I was like, you know what? I'll do a list of my own 2-player games, and I'll just do another list there. And then I counted up all the 2-player games in my collection. If you've been following along with my collection purges, you'll know that I have been trying to keep my collection to 200 games. That's my current number. It's completely arbitrary, but it works for me. And so I am down to 200 games. Guess how many 2-player games I have in there? Not Best with 2, 2-player games. Granted, things like Dice Throne is a 2-player game. Yes, you can play it with other player counts. But how many dedicated 2-player games do you think I have? I have 32. 32 2-player games out of my 200 games, which honestly isn't that surprising. 2-player is my highest player count. I think it's 2-player, then 3-player, then solo if I recall correctly, then 4, 5, 6, etc. That's the order of my most common player counts based on using BG stats. So it's not surprising that 32 out of my 200 games are dedicated 2-player games. But I was like, you know what number 32 is great for? It's great for brackets. If you're doing those brackets things, 32 to 16 to 8 to 4 to 2 to 1. Basically, it's going to be a little bit of a winner thing. So what I decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my 32 games, and in an upcoming live video soon, I will have you, the current viewers of the live video, do a bunch of bracket voting on your own personal favorite for my 32 2-player games. So we're going to be going ahead and going through that at some point soon. So if you see a live announcement for an upcoming video, it's an active audience participation video, so if you want to join in on the fun, please go ahead and do so. Also, shout out to both Chris George from Remember Board and Dice Tower. They've both been doing various, like Chris George does it over on his Patreon, Dice Tower's done a few videos recently. That definitely helped inspire me as well. So shout out to people who have done it before me, because I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So I will be doing a live bracket voting video. I also, this is kind of, I guess, we'll see how things go. I plan on doing a bunch of voting things throughout this year. I want to do more audience engagement throughout the year, but I will be experimenting with two different things. I'll be experimenting with live videos, like this upcoming 2-player bracket voting, and I'll also be experimenting with doing it not live, where I kind of just over on YouTube in like the YouTube comments area, whatever you call it, updates, posts, whatever it is, I'll be kind of putting out polls to people to be able to run it in a non-live manner as well, followed by a video of me going through the results. That way I want to kind of test which one works for different people, because some people love being engaged in live content. Others can't always make it to every live video, and this way it's not as pressure that I have to be there. You might be able to engage in these things not live as well. So I will be experimenting with different things and getting feedback as to whether people prefer one, the other, or maybe both is just a good way to do things. So this is kind of just a warning. If you see an upcoming live video, it's audience participation time. Would love to have you join for it. Past that, the last announcement is going to be around the channel support drive and giveaway. If you missed it, end of the year, I always run a channel support drive for, well, the channel. This is where I basically say, hey, if you have it in your hearts and your wallets to be a Ko-Fi member, Patreon member, or YouTube member, it is helpful to the channel in that order based on percentages given. But if you enjoy the content that I put out every single year, and if you have the budget to be able to give, obviously, if you watch, comments, engage, anything you do, if from being here in any capacity is helpful to the channel, and thank you for that. But if you do have the budget and also want to give to the channel, you can do so on Ko-Fi, Patreon, and YouTube memberships. And also over on Ko-Fi, you can even do one-time donations if you don't want to do a regular ongoing. But in addition to just saying, hey, if you appreciate the content, please support the channel, in addition to doing that, I also give away free games, because frankly, free games definitely help the, hey, maybe I'll win something out of it as well. There have been a lot of you who have given. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I will be announcing the winners of the free games on January 17th in my Week in Review. There will not be a dedicated video for this. It will be in my Week in Review on January 17th is when I'll be announcing the winners. To that end, you have until January 15th to be counted in the math of it. And for those who missed it, I'll do a short recap. First of all, giving away over $1,000 worth of games, probably around $1,500 worth of games. I don't remember the exact count, but somewhere around like 15, 20 bundles of games. Some worth more, some worth less, but there's a bunch of things being given away. You are eligible to win if, what was the rules for it again? The way it works is, for every dollar you give, whether on a monthly basis or the one-time basis, for every dollar you give, you are basically getting one entry into winning, maximum one winner per thing. So maximum one winner, meaning you can't, not maximum winner, I said that terribly. You can only win one thing. If your name gets drawn again, it is what it is. If your name gets drawn multiple times, I'll give you the highest value thing. I'll be figuring that out on my end, but whatever it is. But you only can win one thing, but it's for every dollar of donated amount, whether one time or recurring, you get one entry. Additionally, on the initial giveaway video, if you comment, you get one entry that way, maximum one entry, even if you comment multiple times. And again, your last day to be counted in that math so that I can do all the behind the scenes math stuff is going to be January 15th, and then I'll be announcing the winners in January 17th in my Week in Review video. I also posted in the thingy of the last video. It's going to be free shipping in the US, partially subsidized shipping internationally, and if you choose not to pay for the international shipping, because sometimes it can be expensive, then I'll just give you what I would have subsidized. It's not the same, unfortunately, like getting a $100 game or getting like 15 bucks. Granted, it's not the same, but hey, if I was willing to cough up for the shipping, at least you'll get that money in the shipping if you choose not to take the game, because international shipping sometimes sucks, and I'm sorry for that. That is basically it. These are your updates for this video. Again, Level Up Retreat, March 20th to 22nd. Please come join us and play games. If you've been there before, would love to see you again. And if you haven't been before, it's a good year to go, but every year is a good year to go. Then we're doing a live bracket voting coming up soon. I don't have the exact date, but probably in the next week or two, I'll be doing that live video where you get to vote on 32 games and choose the best 2-player game from the ones that I own. It's a limited subset. And then lastly, and again, this is hopefully the first of many. I want to do a lot more of these audience engagement things. And then lastly, the giveaways for the channel support drive will be announced on January 17th in the Week in Review. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an excellent rest of the week. And as always, I hope you have a good one.